What's up, Taiwan? I'm Erika Liu with news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Inspections are being carried out in department stores across the central city of Taichung following a suspected gas explosion at a shopping center last week that killed 4 people. As John Ventrius reports, they've already turned up a string of safety issues.
Inspectors with gas detectors combed this kitchen at a department store food court in Taichung, searching for the sort of leak thought to be behind a deadly blast at another shopping center in the city last week, the Shinkong Mitsukoshi department store. In all, 6 local department stores are getting checks, and it hasn't taken long to find possible dangers. Here, they found a rusty gas connector with signs of leakage. They've shut the gas off just in case. And here, more cause for concern, this time in the electrical wiring department. Department stores where problems are found face fines if they don't fix them. But the city says there are limits to what it can do to enforce safety rules. The blast at the Shinkong Mitsukoshi may be linked to illegal renovation work going on at the time. And officials say with no one blowing the whistle, they had no way of knowing about potential violations.
我们真的没有办法透过内部的网页跟它相关的一些脸书里面的相关的消费者去知道所有的有没有施工或迁移的公告。
That doesn't mean there won't be consequences for the Shinkong Mitsukoshi store's owners. In addition to fines, they're paying over $330,000 for each of the 4 people killed in the blast, 2 staff members and 2 passers-by. And they've already paid the 30-plus injured people compensation. Injured staff members, though, worry about the future. The shopping center is their livelihood. It's not only shut down indefinitely, but also heavily damaged from the explosion.
我们会担心，但是因为星光三月他们也有保证说，就是他后续的工作。
Any reopening will be far off, though, as investigators still try to piece together how the disaster happened and who, in the end, is responsible. Scott Huang and John Ventriest for TaiwanPlus.
Geopolitics and bubble tea are often top of mind when Americans think about Taiwan. But deepening cultural ties between the 2 countries are helping diversify Taiwan's image overseas. Leslie Liao went to New York to meet a Taiwanese-American business owner who's breaking conventional perceptions about Taiwan through tea.
It's been a long day of work for Erika Liu. She's spent the day sorting through her merchandise and getting it fit for the shop floor just before the busy season. The Taiwanese American runs a small tea business in New York City from her Brooklyn warehouse.
All the teas are from Taiwan. We have, I would say, like 30 to 40 kinds regularly throughout the year.
Tea Company ships bespoke teas, handmade cookies, and specialty tea cakes all over the United States, with 2 tea houses right in New York. What started out as a side hustle is now a budding beacon of traditional Taiwanese tea. She's entered the market at a time when Taiwan's government has been leveraging the popularity of bubble tea abroad. The sweet tea-based drink with tapioca balls originated in Taiwan in the 1980s and exploded onto the global market. It's now closely associated with Taiwanese culture, attracting attention to the country's innovation and adaptability. Taiwanese diplomats pose for photos with the drink, while President Lai Ching-te has celebrated it on social media. And there are events that celebrate Taiwanese bubble tea overseas as well. It also features prominently on souvenirs like keychains and even the country's 2024 Olympic pin.
Bubble tea can be really good for resonating with the audiences that do care a lot about bubble tea and hopefully widening, the perceptions around Taiwan, acting as an entry point for people to learn about Taiwan. But at the same time, it's not going to resonate with everyone. So it is good to have different types of products that can circulate and see what resonates with different audiences.
With the drink so popular on the international stage, Elena says she's not trying to break into the already saturated market, but offering something closer to Taiwan's traditional tea culture, something slower and more deeply rooted in the country's history.
These teas are way too expensive for anything that has to do with bubble tea or those big bubble tea-like beverages. And so these are what they call like old people tea in Taiwan, like the one you would brew, and that's our tea.
And she's found there is a market for her teas in the United States.
And so we start to notice that the teas that really resonate with people are actually the same ones that have resonated with people in Taiwan for generations. And if you really think about it, it's logical. It's been through, generations, centuries of product testing, right?
But Elena's company doesn't just import tea from Taiwan and sell it as is. A little creative maneuvering is necessary to market fine Taiwanese teas to American consumers.
Tea Company acts as a cultural bridge. It imports exquisite Taiwanese teas in loose leaf, but it also innovates and repackages those same teas into formats that are more familiar for American customers, like tea bags.
At a time when Taiwan is making headlines for its fraught relationship with China, Elena's products offer American consumers a different taste of the country.
I think it's good for them to read the, whatever news about Taiwan, and then they're like, oh, I know something else about Taiwan, and there is a tea shop, and I had a cookie there, and I know, and kind of a different sensibility and connection to where I'm from. So that's kind of nice.
Showcasing a more nuanced side of Taiwan, one beyond geopolitics and even bubble tea, Elena's brewing stronger and more robust cultural connections between the U.S. and Taiwan, ones that go down like a warm cup of tea. Leon Lian, Laurel Stewart, and Leslie Liao for TaiwanPlus.
A feathered professor has joined the teaching team at a Taiwanese university. And by demonstrating the diverse therapy options available to healthcare professionals, Shimei the chicken is helping students explore new possibilities. Reese Ayers reports.
You've heard of therapy dogs. Now meet Shimei, the therapy hen, resident poultry professor of the nursing department at Tzu University in Taiwan's eastern city of Hualien. A quick hit with the class, this friendly fowl has been employed to teach students about alternative therapies. And through playing with Shimei, these future healthcare professionals experienced firsthand the potential therapeutic effects of interacting with animals.
摸下来的时候，就是心里会有比较平顺的感觉啦，劳累的心情会有慢慢的消退，我觉得还算有用。
因为是第一次，所以我就是很想要碰触它。对，因为它毛茸茸的，然后又其实很舒服。
While not quite as typical a choice as dogs or cats, hens are used as therapy animals, reducing stress and providing company for people with mental health issues, mobility difficulties, or who live alone. And for the university, it's a chance to demonstrate to their students the range of tools available to them as healthcare providers.
让学生体验不同的多元的辅助疗法啦，对，然后因为疗愈鸡，他们可能在鸡，他们平常也比较少接触得到。
With Taiwan set to become a super-aged society this year and facing a constant shortage of healthcare workers, the country's need for creative solutions is coming home to roost. And while the idea of emotional support hens may ruffle a few feathers, these nursing students are experiencing that their benefits are by no means paltry. Hank Xu and Reese Ayers for TaiwanPlus.
Conservationists are celebrating a record number of green sea turtle nests on an island in the South China Sea controlled by Taiwan. In just 4 months, more than 140 of the endangered turtles were observed coming ashore on Taiping Island to lay an estimated 15,000 eggs. Among them was the smallest ever egg-laying specimen recorded in Taiwan, indicating many young turtles may be laying eggs and that conservation efforts are paying off. Researchers also observed mating behavior, indicating Taiping's importance to the life cycle of the species. Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Before we sign off, take a look at the first panda cubs to be born in Hong Kong. I'm Erika Liu. Take care and see you next time.